We got to check out the snow shelter. Let's go inside. Wow, this is super cool. These ski shoes put the snowshoes to shame. I went back to where I was filming that cattail video to make the cattail blanket. I was sinking in so deep with the snowshoes, but the ski shoes that I'm wearing, I was almost floating above where the snowshoes went in, like extra deep. So don't discount the classic Roycroft ski shoe. Welcome to another episode of For You to Survive. Today, we're going to do something that combines two items that Tom Roycroft used to work with. One is the ski shoes, and two would be the survival scarf. So I'm going to use the survival scarf and ski shoes to make a snow shelter. It's in the single digits today, so it's not exactly warm. The scenario I want to set up is an open area without trees. Sure, I see trees around, but this idea is to simulate what happens if you have the classic walking stick about this high and deep snow. Wow, so that's pretty deep. So I want to combine the ski shoes with a survival scarf to make a shelter. And I'll use my trusty shovel and a couple other things, but I'm going to keep it simple as I can. All right, let's get started. It starts off with a pile of snow. Well, that's a respectable snow pile. Time to let it settle and harden up. There's been enough time for things to settle up and harden up. I had a snack so I could have some energy. Now it's time to dig the trench and continue with this project. Go about as wide as my body. Here's where the greatness comes in. We got our trench dug out. Definitely long enough for my body. An arm span is usually the length of a person, so it's definitely long enough for me and a little extra. All right, time to put the roof on. Time to get the survival scarf out. The survival scarf is a great piece of gear. Packs up nice and small. Okay, that's that part. Now we have ski shoes. Let's use them. First, I need a support though. I'm going to use my hiking pole. The walking stick is going to go maybe about 1/3 of the way in the shelter. Now, we thread or put the ski shoes in this survival scarf. This part's just great. Morris Kohansky would say about the ski shoes that what kind of device can you go and walk on all day and sleep on all night? Well, this application is going to be we're going to sleep under it. So that's a little bit of a twist. There we go. We have our roof. Now it's time to cover it. Well, that provides some good coverage. I don't need to go too heavy or on top of the roof, just enough to provide some insulation. I could even take off a little bit here. When it snows, it's going to add some more insulation anyway. So that way it's not too heavy if for some reason it would collapse. That looks pretty nice, but we're not done. Let's take this to the next level. I have some options. One, we can use a standing survival sauna. That could be a floor cover. Or we can use a plastic bag. This is kind of like a mini little version of a survival scarf, but this is more like a chair only. So that's some extra ripstop nylon there. And of course there's the space blanket. That controversial piece of gear. If used correctly, it could be a really nice piece of gear. Now let's actually do something useful with it. I have some paracord, 550 cord, and I'm gonna untie it. It's 2 arm spans. it's doubled. So I got a decent length. I'm gonna tie one end of the stick. Anything that holds is good. I'm gonna use a round turn and 2 half hitches. I'm gonna come over to the other side. And tie the same thing. And go the round turn and 2 half hitches. There'll be some extra cord, but that's all right. I'll just make it slippery so I can untie it easily. Okay, not bad at all. Why? Why did we do that? Well, again, we have to make a door. This cord acts like a kind of a shower curtain rod. So that's a pretty clever cover for the door. Same thing with the space blanket. Even this trash bag could work. It's probably better to cut it open and make it into a larger sheet of plastic, but I'm going to show the space blanket. Now we got a door. For some reason you feel that's too loose, retie the cord, adjust it. You're allowed to. Just because you did it once doesn't mean that's permanent. I just retie the round turn and 2 half hitches. Kind of keep it neat. Okay. Now there's the option of putting snow on the bottom, blocks of snow. It's a small example there, but there's some ventilation spots in there. So that covers up the entrance quite nicely. The shovel also acts like a door. In fact, I could sleep with the shovel inside across it like this, so that will stabilize the door. So the space blanket's not going to blow inside. It's an option, like anything. It's an option. Now I'm going to go inside. Use that standing survival sauna to keep me dry. Of course, the idea is not to break the door. You can open the door. Close the door. Shovel goes on it. So if you think about it, the standing survival sauna, you can use the plastic as a ground sheet. You can use the space blanket part. Once you cut it off, you can use that for a door cover. So the videos that I've made kind of complement each other. The gear kind of complements each other. So that's really amazing. So that's the Roycroft ski shoe survival scarf snow shelter. I have to thank Tom Roycroft, who passed on the knowledge of the ski shoes to Morse Kohansky, who taught me through Karamat Wilderness Ways in Canada, who put out a video, Sticks as Tools, where Morse Kohansky teaches how to make ski shoes the correct way. He is the master. Anyway, keep on drilling. Thank you for watching. This is the excellent, amazing shelter for you to survive. There's going to be some of you who want to take a look around. Let's do it. I made a walkway around the shelter. It's paying off now. That's where I tied it. Got a little clothesline, whatever we want to call it. That keeps our door up. That gets it done.